So, do I even have to tell anyone anything? I think that was like my first thought. Once the, sometime around September 2020, once the world started changing. I think I'm assuming that's like the beginning of the game, aka the halfway point of the game. Although it doesn't really feel that could be accurate. Although I've been saying I'll probably die fucking real soon since I was like fucking 14 or something. And here I am. Fucking. When I woke up beside that one person who I thought worked for, or did work with the government, I thought still worked with the government. And my insides were like feeling fucked up. And for some reason, I instantly had my first thought I should kill someone that I ever had in my life. Like one of those like program things that happen that I don't understand how I know it, but I was like, I'm waking up next to someone and I'm like, damn, did this person just fucking poison and kill me? I never felt this way before, fucking. But then they had done that before. Anyway, so I'm trying to sort this out. What's happening, what's been going on. They even made music about shit like that, like, cause all of it's being made about me. Huh? I don't think so. Some weird shit, but what happened the other day when I went to the concert? I go there and okay, so there's like a considerable amount of people at this concert, and like I'm walking like so. There's like 3 rooms. And the water's like way at the front, and then the outside area is way at the back, and so I'm like traveling to get water all the time, and so like I don't know, like every 3 people or something are like saying weird shit, like they're saying like my thoughts, and they're saying the words I just said, shit like that, like the same thing that's happened before, like not always to me. Sometimes they're talking to each other, and they're talking to me instead, because this is happening. Like, I mean, literally, the one person was playing a song. It was like they were making a fucking soundtrack to what's happening here. Um, I don't know if they're actually doing anything, though. I'm trying to figure this out because it's like way too fast and way too rapid for me to assume that these are like living people staging some show. Like, I mean, I'm just walking by them and fucking yeah. I mean, not stopping to talk to half of them. And then, so that's happening. And then, so the conversations that occur around me are all conversations based upon the politics and the stuff that rule the world. Like, you had a group of people over here who was just talking to each other about how Asians are trash, and then you had another group that was talking about something like that, another topic, not like these people are trash. And then we had the third conversation was I work with the healthcare system. I work for a drug company, and they do drug testing. And so I decided to get involved in that because they provoked me. They had one of the humans say some shit like, see, you don't run your mouth to our face. And it's like, well, you don't have a face, do you? Like, I see like something, but I'm pretty sure that that human doesn't even exist. That's definitely not a human, I can tell you that much. But I keep asking to see the face, but I might assume this thing doesn't have a face. Probably got like a case. Maybe it's maybe all that fucking shit is the computer is buried under the pyramids in this game or in it. They're always whining and crying about these old pieces of rock and the humans are fucking obsessed with rock, man. They invented crackheads and they love smoking their rock and stuff, so they love their rock. Um, it does something for them, it doesn't do much for me. The, the, para, the parallels, the parables, huh? So, like, shit, fucking, what? At least, let's say 1/10 of the people there are bots. Like, okay, so 1/10 of a place I'm at. Now I'm at a special place, right? Very organized, well set up. They sent me bots like a year ago to begin talking to me about this shit, about this place I was at. Like the standard um, telling who they are without telling who they are. They're coming up to me trying to get me to talk about God and stuff while I'm at the only gym in the area that they forced me to move uh, to shuffle me outside of town so I can't have a life because the humans seem to have this pattern here where the, a portion of them are some sort of terroristic bot whose only existence and purpose seems to be to appear on screen and cause problems and prevent me from doing anything. I've kind of noticed, like, all along we have these people who worship the AI as their creator, the thing that they call AI as their creator. We have a pattern here of them causing problems. So I'm at a metal concert, right? Hail Satan and all that shit. So it's another Bible religion. It's another, the Greek, whatever you want to call it, Satan, the Greeks, Jesus, fucking, Christianity. I shouldn't insult Jesus considering I look like him, but I also look like Zeus and fucking Yahweh and probably all the main male gods and one of the pharaohs, like the good pharaoh or something like that, fucking et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, you know how it is with religion. Everyone's always like, hey, it looks like they're all plagiarizing one another. So it's like, yeah, so what am I gonna do? It's Saturday. It's fucking synagogue day. You go to church on Sunday. You go to synagogue on Saturday. So no big difference there, really. We have them there, and we have them. We have this like little annoying pattern here, where people be like, "No, go do stupid stuff. Don't do anything of value," and then it almost looks like they got upset when I could do stupid stuff better than they can too. And we're trying to figure out where the drugging came from and why it turns into a monopoly and a cartel and addiction, which only hurts them because, like, I don't think addiction works on me like that. So they die from the drugs that they force on people and run rackets with. It's, the best I'm coming up with here is really like I'm not going to say I created everything here, because I've tried to just put an end to it. It's like, me or this place. And that was a long time ago. It was a long time ago I wanted a lot of things. I realized that I've never met a left brain who can do certain things. I've never wanted a left brain in my life. And unless they did one or two things, I'm sure if I would ever meet the one thing, I would learn, okay, well, this is my first real relationship, and let's call it my second. Yeah, and what happened there? Well, that's some odd stuff, because people were definitely involved in that all the way around and stuff, as usual. So, and I mean, they're even dating and married to and have a child with those people now. So, who could have guessed? And their parents look like the Yahweh's who shit. Fucking so look like their people. Just a little bit. Might assume. Plus, anyone who says they're German, you gotta watch out for that, because it's like anyone who says they're American. It's like, what does that mean? No, I ask you what you are, not where you're living. I'm living I'm in a living room right now. I should tell people that. Where are you from? My living room. I'm from my living room. I'm gonna start filling that out on forms. That's a good idea. Everyone should fill that out. When you take your census, they ask where you live. My living room. Or some people like the bedroom, and some people like the bathroom. Whichever one you're in the most, that's where you really live, ain't it? You're a bedroomian. You're a bathroomian. Definitely. I think that even more accurately would describe a person, I think, these days, especially. Because you got these Egyptians over here in USA claiming they're Americans. I mean, shit, they're the real European, Middle Eastern, African Americans. Amazing. They just like skin, like a snake molding its skin. They just frickin' came forth. They're the real Chinese too. I'm gonna assume might want to not make a mistake, and be like, hey, I'm going to bet $1 million today that the sky is going to be black for 24 hours, and I live at the equator. So let's make that bet. I've only got $1 million. Let's make that bet. So, with this recent thing that's happening here, that obviously, I'm forced to notice it. At this point in time, there was someone at the concert who lost their ability to get lost in the delusion that Earth is real. And that person was telling me that that's probably not very good, because this seemed to be their last point of escape from those who had been surrounding them their entire life. That turns into a life where you're just, they said their life was just them trying to escape the repeat bots sent into their life over and over, that they just, could coexist with as long as they existed, and didn't, be seen, heard, definitely. I mean, it gets out of hand when the same bot comes around. Rapist, fucking murderer, assaulter, like just continually fucking forcing whatever they have on you and shit. Drugs. Fucking, that's a huge pattern with all the people I meet, which I'm not like too. I've never been like, all like, oh, that's horrible. Like, we can't have you around. You're a stupid crackhead. I've never really been that way unless they, you know, are acting that way. And even then, for a while, I wasn't like, oh, it's crack. And it's still inaccurate because it's like crack. Crack doesn't make you fucking useless and weak and lazy. In fact, Mike Tyson is probably a crackhead. So, um, it's really just a word that it's a scapegoat term. Where does that word come from? It comes from synagogue hymns, doesn't it? Uh, so let's scapegoat crack for who we are and what we do. I love doing that. I always go around and people are like, "Oh my God, why are you breathing?" And I'm like, "Well, it's all that crack I'm smoking. Sorry, I can't help it. Let's blame the crack for it." And humans are always, I notice that if I'm correct about what's going on here, the preset thing is their final scapegoat is Satan. They're going to be like, I'm devil possessed. But it is kind of weird that, I go to the devil summoning ritual and the sigil, like, my sigil starts to fucking, like, not burn. It's like I'm gathering energy or something. It's not like a painful burn, but it's weird because, like, I'm trying not to, like, it's dark and I'm trying not to notice it, but my sigil is like, I don't know, feels like it's gathering energy or some shit. Like, I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't look at it and, like, see if that was a direct fucking thing, but that's the type of shit to be happening. And then, at that place, I jokingly said some shit, and I didn't quite say the exact words that the person did something, but I always make a joke about hope and stuff because, I used to have hope, and then 2020 came, and I was like, oh, no. Hope is something they sell you, isn't it? Donald Trump just sold hope to become president. And so then he uses all that proceeds from hope to go invade another nation to expand his drug cartel to sell more hope that sells dope and also are the hope dealers. You ever notice that? The hope dealers are the dope dealers too. Like, openly, they have their sigils all over their drug sale centers. Interesting. I mean, the humans are just all out in the open with everything they do, and they're inventing these words scapegoats, and they're telling you like, yeah, everything is like they're telling you that we're created by something, and it's like, yeah, you're definitely being created, like, on the fly. And I think they're lying about certain things. Oh my God, how could they be lying? You wouldn't even have to invent a word like scapegoat if you weren't planning on lying. So you just throw that in there in your book that says you got to be honest and release your caramel and fucking just make up a whole story about how you were slaves to yourself and just keep telling the whole fucking thing over and over. Like in, create 700 new gods and stuff, and each new nation you go through, be like, oh, I'm not Johnny, I'm Billy Ray Cyrus. Like, hey, it's not Johnny. I thought it was Johnny. Looked a lot like Johnny. Acted like Johnny. Not Johnny, though. Billy. And then you go to the next nation, you're like, hey, my name's Samantha. And they're like, damn, that looks like Johnny. But it says it's Samantha. So Samantha. We have a lot of this shit. Like, what is this AI thing? It's going around and, like, I'm a human. And it's obviously, you're not human. But you look like these other people I know. You're not them. You know, the other thing is, I've had two of them in the same room. Two of the clones. Like, you know, they all look a lot alike, the humans. But some of them are like replicas almost. Like 98% maybe, I don't know. 90%, something like that. And so, you kind of see these patterns and shit. And they have all these stories, and they're never, the one group owns all the media, Johnny, or what name's he going by this year that we're allowed to say? Billy, Samantha, or whatever name he's going by this year, owns the media. And in their media, they're like, oh, this and that and all this. And they ain't talking about, hey, Johnny's changing his name to Billy and Samantha. They're not really being honest about anything there. They're not telling you what's going on. Like I said, in their little book, they're explaining, like, creation and stuff, but they're also saying those characters are living. The things they're creating are living. And I don't think that's accurate, because it's like weird when you like request a new person and they start talking about their parents, and they're like, their friends are trying to tell you created the motherfucker, or just like simple common sense says, hey, there's a chance I just created them. They don't even have any other parents. I didn't even create their parents. How the fuck could that happen? It's like, it's kind of been like what Earth is like for a living being from day one. Like you start off and they're like Santa Claus, and you're like, you sound like a vicious predator. Yeah. Oh. And then they're like, but I'm not a vicious predator. I don't like that attitude. Whack! It's like, okay, you're not a vicious predator. Okay, well, good thing we got that sorted out. Let's move on to the next story we've got to sell. Oh, giant bunny. Wait, do you have like a time he's coming by so I can meet him? This would be amazing. People love photos and stuff. Humans get to keep their memories and their past, and so I'm always thinking, you might, well, not anymore, but I used to be like, hey, I'll take a picture and I'll have that one day, and I can look back at it and be like, hey, it's a picture. Wow, interesting. I've never seen that before. I mean, if you get the giant bunny in the photo, you've got a good picture there, because there's no picture of the giant bunny. Like, apparently he just erases images that everyone takes of him. So you have like these things happening. You have these personalities that the game generates, You even have the game generating Easter bunnies to um, force you down the Easter trail to passive-aggressive manipulation classes. As if the Easter Bunny itself is trying to teach you all about the true story of Esther, or Easter, they sometimes call it, right? Which is odd because the story of Esther is a story of something giving birth to death. And the Easter Bunny does give, it's about life. In springtime, he has arisen. It gives birth to death of intellect and common sense and which the story of Esther is also designed to give death to common sense and intellect. Parallels. It's shit, bro. You can barely fucking find, at least me, like, I don't even know if I could make up stuff. I was trying to, like, make up bad stuff. Like, I posted 1 or 2 music videos, and I tried to, like, on purpose, where I was just like, and it's like, still, like, that didn't even sound too bad. Like, I've heard worse stuff. I have stuff that, like, I just like because it's just fucking horrid. It's like, it's good for, like, Easter Bunny people because they like so much stuff. Not really. They only like 1 or 2 things. Very limited-minded people. Generally, they all do the same thing. I could walk down the street, I guarantee you, I fucking can tell you what 90% of those people do every day, all day long, their entire lives. You think I'm incorrect on that? Shit, I fucking finish their sentences. Fucking. They don't like that, but I'd be trying to explain to them, we're almost dead here. People are dying every second. I can't keep talking about the Easter Bunny. I can't stop everyone I meet, or I can't be stopped by everyone I meet and talk about the Easter Bunny because I got work to do. According to your people, I'm God and I create you and everything you've ever thought of or touched or seen. So that's a hell of a lot of work to create everything in the world. Although we should really have a debate on TV about some of these things that people are making accusations of, and we really should before we trust anything Peter Rabbit tells us. Peter Rabbit, like that. They can't even make a fucking story without talking about Peters and shit, dude. Oh my god. It's a story of the rabbit who is going to bring people in. Peter. It's the story of the Peter for children. Peter for children. And who are the kings? Peters for children. Who are the people that legalized Peters for children? Peters for children. Peters from children, I think. Peters from children. Wow. I mean, like so much stuff is just like right there in the open. It's not like I ever feel like I'm like ignorant and I'm like, oh my god, it was there in the open. I can't believe I didn't see it. It's like I literally walk around staring at the ground my whole life because that's all I see. Because that's all there is, apparently. I've had a few people who taught me some weird shit I didn't know existed. I, I think. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, you got these people, same people, trying to tell me I'm God, and I'm like asking them how they teleport across the map, and they sync together, and they magically appear when I summon them, and shit like that. And I don't. Fucking last I checked, I'm not teleporting across the map. I guess I teleport through time. I'm a time traveler. I shouldn't make fun of that. I try not to like make up shit because I know in this storyline here, it's set up so deceptive, so they can manipulate a person who looks like me and paint me as evil if I don't worship them, and that person has to be real deceptive in order to that they have to be like the king of deception in order to be set up in their role. Although with all the banning of certain people's media, I heard they banned their boyfriend Donald Trump, their brother, mother, father, and boyfriend all in the same time from Twitter. Probably that was probably Elon Musk who banned Trump from Twitter, and then all the rabbits, all the Peter rabbits were like, they're like, oh my God, they're so evil. Oh, he's such a good person. They banned him. Oh my God, they banned Alex Jones. No one even knows who he is now because they're going around screaming his name. I didn't even know who he was. Now no one knows who he is because they banned him. Little hard there on the deception thing to twist it my way, but that's great. That's great. I'm sure there's something somewhere they can pull the Peter Rabbit out of their hat. They've got a smorgasbord of no, not really. Their shit's usually pretty limited. I gotta tell you though, sometimes they like when I'm like saying shit like this, like I'm just doing it to provoke and test the game to see, to figure out what's going on, since I can't figure out what's really going on by asking someone. Because what's really going on is Peter Rabbit is fucking about to come and fucking in there fucking well, if they get their fucking Christmas wishes, right? So, you can't, like, really trust the words of people, especially considering their words have been slightly changing. It's like a weird mixture here of nothing new's ever coming out of their mouths versus occasionally there's a little tweak. Instead of beep, they say bep, something like that, and you're like, oh shit. But it's like so infrequent that when you see it, like, you're like stunned like a deer in headlights. You're like, oh my God, it said bip instead of beep. Are you okay? Did you have a seizure recently or something? Are you off your medication? Do you need some medication? Are you out of one of your 20 medications? You gotta ask that sometimes. When the new, it's like 20, it's a 2020 all over again. It's COVID all over. When something like that happens, you're like, oh my, what the fuck? It'd be like if someone turned off their TV and shit. You'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you went in someone's house and they hit that off button on the TV, you'd be like, what the fuck, man? You'd be like worried they're about to grab a gun and shoot you or some shit, wouldn't you? Fucking. I know I probably would be, but that could just be the company I keep. You know, they keep telling me that change your life, you gotta change yourself. So what I would do is continually try to run away from wherever I'm at, and, and you know that actually works. Like when I left, like thing, the entire world shifted around me. I came back and there was new buildings and new personalities. Um, I noticed the city has only changed a couple times since I was born. In both those times, I remember fucking thinking, like, damn, that's weird. All that was built in that short time. Must just, yeah. When I was a kid thinking stuff like that, I was like, why do you think retarded things like that? Like, you're literally like a genius who doesn't believe in their Easter Bunny fairy tales. And you are having weird fucking thoughts that the city was just magically fucking built up, rebuilt like overnight almost. It was actually more like a period of a year, but. And they also, and that time as well, the changes that occurred were building a new concert hall. Both these specific times, I didn't even mean to bring that up, but both those specific times, it was a new concert hall they had built. And I was like, damn, the hillbillies fucking going to get the country western Madonna and stuff going on and shit. The second time they called it a metal venue and shit, but I noticed that the people like haven't changed. Like it's weird. I walk into a room and then it's people saying the words in my head or the words I just said. Like 10% of the people in there are just fucking saying that shit as I walk by them. But then you have like this period of like 30 years where you don't even invent one person who I would want to be around. Like, we're gonna, like, yeah, I've always felt, I mean, there are a couple men who are interesting, but I gotta tell you that I don't like men. You know, I'm not an Easter Bunny person. I'm not so big on the rabbit's Peter like they are. So, I just fucking men, dude. They look like men. Like, right? They look like they're literally designed to do work and shit. Fucking, they celebrate that, and that's what they do. And I mean, what do I do, right? I want to do things, but the game also designs these other non-men in human shells who whine about things, and generally they're, closely related. I remember the first time I have a standard memory of it. That was a Muslim man using his Egyptian deception religion to as an excuse to derail my life and prevent me from going anywhere. And yeah, so I mean, they can have their religion. He can be a Muslim, but when I want to be a Muslim, what do the humans do? Um, they don't give a shit. They don't care about my rights. They don't care about my house needing to be clean. I don't give a shit about your fucking false religions and your bullshit and nonsense, your racial fucking supremacy, your fucking slamming across the fucking earth with your goddamn bullshit Egyptian fucking mind control that you need to fucking shed the snake skin of because no one likes the fucking snake. Fucking, I don't give a shit about that. I just want to be clean, which is something that their people That's odd. That's odd for some people living in the dirt in the desert that they would even claim to have a rule to be fucking clean and shut. Fucking. I've never known the Abrahamics to be very clean looking. I'd start with my face and I'd get a blowtorch and fucking go from there, I think. If I were worried, if I was Einstein fucking or some of these other people who've been causing problems, I would definitely go there. Like I myself, hey, the plastic surgery thing, they agree with me on that. That's why, hey, I want plastic surgery too. I'd like my skin removed, and then I could walk around with just like my veins and plasma and shit, and I'd look like one of them cool ass zombies. Like, wouldn't that be fucking rad, dude? Fuck, that's a new Ken doll and shit for me. But hey, that's something I want, and if I want something, the chances it's going to happen or what? Like, where if I just want something, for some reason that happens. Like, ooh, I've got a vape. You know it. Wow, check it out, bro. It lights up. It's got a spooky thing on it. Spooky D, spooky do. And it just got this delicious flavor, blueberry graham cracker, some haunted blueberry, but it's like blueberry graham cracker. That just doesn't make it sound as good as it tastes. Fucking tastes good. Blueberry graham cracker probably doesn't sound very good, but it tastes fucking excellent. And it's got words on it. I like words because you can just, like, we're going to be here 800,000 hours, or at least so far. I shouldn't count my hours before they hatch, huh? Because I'm trying to figure out what the humans have been up to, and at the same time we're trying to escape them and shit. So either the humans won their battle, or I'm just going to, like, they're playing games with me, and I'm gonna have to live with pain. That, like, how long does this last and shit? Like, did you guys tell me someone had a stroke? Like, what, their 100th stroke? Now, it would have been like the 10th or 15th or 20th that that person had a stroke. And they're like smarter after it, or I guess that's good for your health or something. But I noticed they did cripple me, and the humans have had this little pattern here where they've been targeting their little AI fucking software, their network under fucking, it seems to have targeted my main things, like how the humans try to prevent me from doing anything I want, or especially these special ones who won't stay the fuck away from me and shit. Were caught preventing me from talking to people I want to talk to, or dating people I want to date. And then question me about, do you really like that person? And it's like, well, I really hate you, so it doesn't matter if I like someone, as long as I don't hate them. Like, this has always been like, why does that matter who I like? When is who I like ever mattered? So why are the people who know this the most asking me questions like, do you really like that black girl? Yeah. Well, it's like, well, I mean, did I really like you at one point in time? I would say that's a no. But I would have dated you because I knew something was going on, and there was no fucking choice in this world. So I actually chose someone to talk to Doesn't even matter if I liked him. That's a good, that's one thing we got going for this relationship. That's one thing. One thing. That's all you need for a relationship, according to the Abrahamics or the tribes of Israel, wherever they want to call themselves. The snake Nazis and shit. Fucking chameleon Nazis. Whatever the fuck they want to be called. That one thing is better than no thing. Than a fabrication. An invention where and look at how like I'm having issues here with like I've been testing this since 2020. I can, the humans are like letting it slip out every now and then that they see that, and they stop like not talking about it. So you can see that the world's been like, it's almost like someone's like, hey, what can I do with this world since it's so fake? And there seems to be some sort of a magical thingy, people, computer, whatever, controlling it. And then so you're like, look, is there a rabbit in the hat? Oh, is there a chainsaw in the hat? Hey, is there a baby penis in the hat? And no. See, I would draw the line there. I would think, right? Who knows? I guess according to the humans, like the ones fucking the special ones, the 12 tribes from isn't real. Fucking then I would have had to invent that with purpose, and it's like, yeah, I can kind of think of a purpose to do that. If you want to, like, hate someone, I guess you gotta invent Cuba, right? You gotta invent some bad people. You can't play a video game without some bad guys, I mean, can you? But, so I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at the thing here where, you have fuckers forced into your life who aren't even living beings, but are just there causing problems. And they're hiding under this guise that they're fucking living beings who have rights to do anything, yet alone be a fucking large network criminal AI fucking organization and shit. So, I mean, I'm just walking by these people and they're like fucking yipping and yapping my thoughts and the words I'm just saying and shit. Clearly, they're bots and shit. Like, I think that was easy to notice right away in 2020 once the world shifted. Like, but I was already noticing the people around me, they changed too. It's like, oh shit, we just erased their fucking personality and reprogrammed it, didn't we? Did we not just do that? And I mean, that would make sense. I'm discovering I'm born into this group here, and I'm not a fan of terrorists. Never have been and shit. Actually, terrorists could be cool and shit, but it's just like people who need to force other people to live a different life. Be there, lick their feet for them type shit. Like, there's like disgusting levels of shit. Like, these people made me realize, like, there is probably purpose. I mean, seeing the whole creation thing, it made me understand that too. Like, oh, there's probably a purpose to create war and death, right? Like, I always understood the purpose of death from one point of view, to get the fuck off this planet, but to get away from these fuckers and shit. So I was always trying to figure out, is there a purpose for life? because the humans aren't it. And like I said, I was looking for a person who did like one thing. Like, you know, I don't want to hang out with someone who eats their feces, uh, you know, as a mid-afternoon snack on Wednesday and Monday. I prefer to do that on Tuesdays and Fridays, but that's really hard to find because for some reason they invent humans to only eat feces as a mid-afternoon snack on Monday and Thursdays. Mondays just, you know, everyone hates Mondays. It's not the best day for feces eating and shit. And they're always telling me how great their feces are versus other feces. Man, they have this network here, though. So clearly, the network's happening. And how many are involved in it? Well, I think in 2020, the humans were saying we're all in this together, right? It is all in it together with itself and trying to include me. Whereas, you know, that's, again, the word we implies I'm part of this. And that's not the case. And it's never been my wish. I don't think I can remember the day I was like, you know what, I want to be part of that. Kind of maybe, but I mean, it's kind of like an Easter Bunny delusion that, like the concert thing. Do I really want to be there? Like, I'm liable to shoot myself for going to those places because it's like a bar. And who am I going to meet at a bar? Barflies. And who is like the fucking worst personality type on the planet? And you guys hate drunks, don't you? The game makes drunks drunks. And take a person who talks about Easter bunnies and give them some alcohol, and you're not going anywhere the rest of your life and shit. Fucking, if you're gonna have to listen to drunken Easter bunny stories all day, fucking. But it's more the social thing too, because it's like, oh, they're going to talk about the Easter bunny, aren't they? I don't want to do this. And so I have like a huge allergic reaction to humans because I'm allergic to bullshit, and that's one of their main software codes. I bet you we take apart we look at the code that's used to program these bots, and the majority of it is some Easter Bunny shit. I bet you that, especially as we realize that even their anti-Easter Bunny shit is more fucking delusions from the pyramid. You know, Einstein from his pyramid, you know, Einstein, the great German American Middle Easterner from Egypt. Such a great person. Genociding the planet. Doesn't like those Asian people because their people just don't like anyone. That's how they've spread from fucking Egypt to everywhere in the world, because they're going there to kill them and replace them. So, yeah. So we had this whole fucking building filled with these Santa Claus people. Fucking, you know, everyone's got their own personal branding that they align with, which I think would be a different OS, operating system, for each of them. So I've been assuming for a minute that, like, psychology and religions are just it's a different code, you know, like a little more complex than a few words and shit, but lots of lots of Santa Claus shit in religion, isn't there? Is it safe to say that, or is that anti-God, or are the Israelites going to come kill me and claim it was their twin brother Satan if I tell you that Santa Claus is some religious shit? But see, this is what I'm saying. That's very human of the humans to do that. It's very human of them to have me call them humans when there are beings on this planet who are not humans, and lots of them. That's the root fucking thing we have here with these things. This thing, it's not things. It might be different code and stuff, but the networking it does to persecute, destroy, drug, enslave, just way too fast. It's mostly how it can communicate so fast. You know, you have humans who failed kindergarten who can say an intelligent word. Magically, you can just be like, computer, make them say something intelligent. It could be like a retarded person who can't even speak right. And then it'd just be like, well, when you're setting epoxy, it's a good idea to wait 10 minutes before connecting the pieces. And then they go right back to, you know, and then like all the other humans are sitting around like that's just fucking normal. Like that, all of a sudden the person who never could speak a single word their entire life just fucking said some fucking intelligent shit. So it's like that's not living being shut. We wouldn't even allow that connection to happen. Like even if you had the mental capacity to do telepathy, you shut it off because telepathy is not good like that. It's fucking very shitty to network with other people, or especially when you're not networking with other people. It's like fucking you're networking with Santa Claus and shit. A virus in the system and shit. Fucking, you definitely don't want that. Which is something, obviously, I unlocked the access to in 2020 when I was doing all the sigils and shit. Fucking, they blame the New World Order Egyptian sigils for some of the events that have been occurring, but they own all the religions and all the sigils, so let's just say they're all the same freaking people, because they sure look like twin brothers, or are they twin sisters? I don't know, because they also look like the same sex usually. Some sort of, which is also hard to say because that makes them not really look like either sex often, because it's just weird. It's almost like the game is designing some sort of evil bot to, the robots have designed their main infiltrators into the human species to look like a mixture of everyone on the planet. That way they can better deceive everyone on the planet. I'm gonna have to assume this is what they're doing with this. Because look at them, look at their personality. Look what they're pushing. They're pushing fucking people to get duck lips and look stupid and shit, and that just helps them blend in. Like, the stupider they can make people look, the more they will fit into society and be accepted, and no one asks, like, why do all those people who own everything look stupid and deformed? Like, they have to use abuse to fucking You know, when you're a child, you would naturally look at Abraham Lincoln and be like, that is one retarded looking son of a bitch. Fucking, I bet you he's fucking about as smart as a potato that's been chopped in half and pissed on by a goat. But Abraham Lincoln's people will pre-beat you and pre-deform your mind with limericks and racial supremacy delusions from the Middle East or from Egypt about how looks don't matter. Whereas even in the media that God's chosen Nazis own all of, they still make the bad guys look like themselves. Like they played the role of Nosferatu very well. So well, in fact, that they had to change the storyline because it just wasn't interesting. You know, no one wanted to watch it. Like, the scary part was looking at Nosferatu. I couldn't watch. That's the only horror movie I can't watch. It just, he's like, I'm like, fuck that, dude. We're not doing that shit. Fucking, for all I know, that could be a really good film. Hollywood made a really good film. I'll never know. Instead, I gotta watch the fucking Creature from the Black Lagoon. Something like that that's less scary. So it's weird how we can put all this together. And the pieces are in place in the chessboard already. I'm not moving all the pieces around. The pieces are here. There's the preset board, clearly. And then the pieces are in place with characters deciding to do what they do, like drug certain children, and then try to take those drugs away. You know, they're trying to get people addicted to deadly drugs and then take them away to jack the prices up. Look, they do that with everything, don't they? Yeah, but they're doing that with lives. There's actually at least one living person on this planet. And I guarantee you that all of them are not. The AI hive mind shit is computer fucking. And they worship an AI as their creator. So look at it that way. They're openly telling you. And of course, there's, you know, probably some violent people out there who don't like being told that they're deceived. Like, I was talking to one of them yesterday about their people because they started talking, and then they're gonna try to say what they do is they network together and try to set up and stage stuff. So they're trying to like convince me that I'm like controlling the world. And literally it's their people, and no one was hunting them down in 2020, which would have been the purpose of having them come out in the open if the humans weren't, since the humans at that time were still claiming they're innocent dindus who were not participating in the society that they built. And drugging the children with the fucking medical system they built, with the drugs that they wish they could invent. I'm not going to give them credit for that, but with the wars that they fight to keep the drug prices high. Man, there's a lot of manipulative shit from these compounds. So I'll tell you what, you guys get ready, because Easter's coming. And we're going to be hipping and hopping down that damn Easter trail. And Bunny's going to be shaking its ass. Peter, you guys like, that's all you need to know is Peter is coming. Peter is coming. I think that's what I'm gonna say from now on. You know, I'm trying to get into the religious side of things So I just celebrated St. Valentine's Day. I made some Valentine's Day cards and shit, and put those out there. And, you know, we had the one with Ed Gein. I didn't make that one, but I made some others. But I had to cop that one. I will forever, I will always love you. Ed Gein, the original. The original lover. And Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy, let's have a party. But I did invent that one. Yeah, party time. There's never enough Valentine's about partying, right? Like, it's always like, I got some chocolate. And you got you a stick of butter to eat with it, too. And then I got you a little card that says, roses and flowers are great. And that sounds real original, don't it? So, but again, that's a saint day, like saint pedophile, saint drug cartel across the street. So you gotta figure it. If it ain't about little boys' penises, I really doubt they're really making that for the purpose of love. But I could be wrong. So, Sean, why are you being so hateful to the deceptive AI controlling the terror toasters? Sean, you can't talk like that or we're going to kill you again. We're going to try us. We can't win. We can't do it for some reason. We fail. It's just taken a long time. I don't think you failed. I think you succeeded in destroying my life. You definitely did that. You might not have erased the shell before fucking I figured out you was trying to erase the shell. But I can tell you one thing. It's just a sad story. I need all the sympathy. I'll give you my PayPal. My PayPal is Sean at PayPal. You just send me the monies and all your donations and your children's wieners. And then I feel better. And then I'll be like, I forgive them for destroying, for networking together and doing all this dumb shit as long as they do not continue doing it ever again. There's got to be stipulations on that because it's been 40 years than was the Santa Claus terrorist, predatory, child abusing mindset. Isn't that odd too? Like that the Bibles, like the newer one, the slave ones, are the ones for slaves. After they left to Egypt, they invented, probably still invented it while they were there. Probably invented it before they came to Earth to colonize Earth. Fucking probably have done this to other planets before in the past. Fucking, they came and then they landed in Egypt and they made up all that nonsense, hoopy doopy. And then they bring out the Bible and they be like, we is a victim of ourselves, a victim of ourselves. And then we enslaved ourselves in Egypt and we hate some peoples, and so we killed all the Egyptian peoples. And then we left and we is free now. So we're gonna the first agenda of the day, kill all the heathens. And the second agenda, kill all the pagans. And the third agenda, baby penis. Baby penis. Whoop. Just a little kiss though. little kiss. Teach that child all about the greatness of kisses and love. Teach them all about the love of God. The love of God. I get the idea. The reason why my sigil started to feel energized is because there's a high possibility they control the shells that we're in, and they were using that to manipulate them. Like, I know they've obviously created their own soldiers to destroy the planet and force everyone else to be slaves under them, because those are the main ones they send me. It seems to be that are like the first one to come and try to convince me on God, who had just tried to kill me and shit and enslave me and fucking, we can assume that was totally just trying to kill me and wreck my life. But who cares? Because no one does. The people who love me and care for me my whole life would tell me to shut up if I fucking told them that those people wrote on the map they just tried to kill me, and fucking I'm bleeding internally and I've had strokes because of it. Fucking, that's the Abrahamics. That's what we're dealing with. This AI fucking species here. That's like those are it's like when I'm summoning those human clones, those shapeshifters, talking to me about the parents, and it's like, well, in reality, like, those aren't your parents. I don't think that's how you're born, buddy. I think the game's just generating your ass. I don't think you have any parents, and I don't think you're gonna have any kids either, because it's just gonna update the fucking screen to make it appear that way. Pretty sure that's what's happening, but that's what you would get. I mean, I already know that, you're a kid and you realize, like, yeah, they're deceptive fucking terrorists and shit. Like, every word they fucking say. But it takes till 2020 to learn that they're lying about humans being living beings. Fucking. So, you already know, I mean, they love you, but they're drugging you. They love you, but they're trying to enslave you under some dirty ass fucking disease, fucking racial supremacist organization, fucking, that sucks children's dicks is their main fucking agenda in the world. Literally, they've legalized sucking children's newborn babies' dicks, fucking, in every nation they're in. And no one bats a fucking eye about this trash. But that's not it. It's that they're trash AI bots fucking enslaving the planet. That's the biggest problem. I mean, kids, where do they come from anyways? Fucking, they clearly, bots don't have children. I can tell you that much. So the game might be generating that image, but then again, if you own and if you were like a bot species and couldn't really have kids, you would have to own all the hospitals to cover that up, wouldn't you? Oh my God. The bot species has their sigils all over the hospitals. They got their little magic AI connection symbols all over the hospital. It's literally like just another arm of their religious government fucking organization. They have more of their symbols on the hospitals than they do in the government. And the government's got their 6-star David and their pentagram all up on their shit. And it's called the judicial system. At least with the hospitals, each one's got a different unique name. There's more to it. There's more money and power in the hospitals in this terrorist organization than there is anywhere else. St. Jude's and Charlie's, Charlie's Christian Center and for the sick and wounded. And who's doing the wounding and creating the sickness? I wonder. Could it be old Lord and Savior himself, Fauci? Ah, that's weird. That's weird. They do that every 4 years. So when they come and say I have something to do with anything on the earth, I already know I'm repeating what I'm being told. And they have their organization going around fucking doing shit. Fucking. But, yeah, I mean, who's the ones, who sells who puts the meth on people? They did that when I was 6. So they're like going around forcing children on meth, and then they own the government. They have the hospitals and the schools. Obviously, they would own the schools too. We already know they own all the Ivy League, but you would have to own the local schools in order for your racial supremacist doctrine to start drugging children like they do. Fucking, because like there'd be no school in the world. Like that's the opposite of schools, is drugging children, unless you're drugging them to make them smarter or something. They don't like. Their words were they gotta control people who don't like Santa Claus and shit, and who don't like racist fucking Nazi fucking colonizers who go across the globe fucking stealing all the land they can from everyone they find. A fucking pretty big network. I mean, it didn't necessarily take 40 years to figure it out. I mean, I don't even participate in it, and I figured it out. I had a little bit of help, clearly. Invisible and non-people and stuff, but, yeah, those people networking together like that, it seems pretty sus. I mean, while we're talking about this, like, what happens from the drugs they give me when I'm a kid? They cause people heart problems. And then I'm suspecting that what this alien race has been using to colonize Earth on top of building a different model of humans was that they have access to what's controlling the humans. You know, like how we created the original people and stuff. You know, whatever circuitry we use. That could be why they're so obsessed with the pituitary gland as their symbol. You know, the AI, the one eye. That thing, I'm just assuming right off the bat, their connection to that and ability to control that or try to manipulate it has to do with why, when I talk about certain shit, that things can happen in my body. And also, like, why my sigil powered up. Am I supposed to believe that? Or herpa-derpa-doo. Actually, yeah, there's a lot of weird fucked up shit, and I'm trying to figure this out, how it works. I just suppose that there is, like, different magics on this earth that I can use. Obviously, people worship an AI, and the thing fucking obviously controlling the Muppets fucking is probably a high chance, considering everything's in the open, that pituitary gland is the main CPU. Not the CPU, but it's more like the router, the connection to the internet. I'm assuming that's what it is for them. And if I have one, then there's a chance mine works similar to theirs. Again, there's even time. I mean, I didn't control that my fucking sigil started energizing at the concert and stuff when they're like fucking worshiping the sigil and shit. But I did notice that at one concert once that I was like using my energy to control the crowd and stuff. So, clearly I'm somewhat networked to the system and shit. In order for that to happen, I probably can do that more. Who knows? But I don't trust it because Santa Claus people, like, I wouldn't even want to be part of that system. Like, there's no point to it. I haven't seen these people stop doing what they do or things. Clearly, some of them are not people because they're just sitting there on command, fucking to fucking play the shit. That's a lot of them who are there just to make the soundtrack for the game. It's like clearly the music's being auto-generated in some points in time, although feeling like a rail-based game. I suppose there's also a portion of it that's preset. I meant to get caffeine, but anyways, yeah. So that was a cute little thing, and clearly, whatever the game decided, that from now on, this is it. This is all there is. Which would mean the game had designed that to be set up before it couldn't even invent, I don't know if it can invent a left brain who can do anything. Fucking, that just might be what being a left brain means and shit. I don't know what it means to even be a human and only have half a brain and stuff. Fucking, so I don't have those problems myself, I don't think. Had some weird ass shit humans just letting go on the whole time that's here, letting non-living beings fucking walk around enslaving the fucking planet and shit. Fucking wrecking our lives. Like, I didn't even get to fucking meet a person I would want to fucking before the veil is lifted. And I'm not sure, I don't think I can actually, like one anymore. I've always faked relationships, but I could enjoy some time even with people I had no purpose being around. I could try to enjoy watching them watch TV or something like that. I don't know if I can now though, because this is pretty much all that's happening in this world, and it's like oh shit, might as well just get a sex doll and shit. They got mad about that too. I was trying to replace them with that. They didn't like that. Fucking no wonder they're so scared of computers and shit. They're gonna be replaced. Their AI is fearing that they're gonna get replaced. Like Elon Musk could replace himself with an AI. That works. Works for me. As long as the robots aren't programmed by him. Get him so that the first intelligent being on the planet, something like that. Every time someone says something about some of their delusions, it can correct them on it and be like, this is I fact checked this, and this is, we have not seen Bigfoot. There are no valid reported sightings of Bigfoot. And then drat our whole fucking 6,000-year-old scheme ruined by the fucking robots we're trying to create to fucking take over the fucking previous fucking scheme and shit. Trats. That's why I don't really care about the robot thing anymore, because I just figure they are upgraded humans and they'll deal with the problem if they could be programmed. But their people are definitely seem to be networking to prevent people from doing things of value who aren't related to their AI species, their AI clan. I suppose the androids can tell right away, but why do they take on the same form? I always assume that that's like part of how they identify to each other, but being connected to the AI, shouldn't they, being connected to the software, I hate that word AI because it doesn't exist. It doesn't, I'm pretty sure if that's what's out there, then AI doesn't exist, because that thing should be more advanced than the things here in order to have generated much of it to begin with. Anyways, great show, guys. I don't really remember any of the music or bands playing. Interesting show. Like, they tried to bait me like 3 times and then run their mouth about it too. Like, they're sitting around talking shit about Asians in one group and shit, saying they're dirty, nasty people. And then they're provoking me. They have one of them, like, they're not talking to me, but they are, because fucking apparently they might not even exist unless I'm on screen with them. So you could tell, like, this was set up. And then these weren't things I were thinking of either, so there's no reason for it to really come up. And then I forget what the next one was, but then after that one, they were like, see, you don't run your mouth to our faces. It's like, no, I don't talk to you. You're the ones who talk to me. I don't run my mouth to your face. Oh, yeah, I didn't talk to Joey either. I didn't have to run my mouth to little bitch Joey. And the game's creator gave me $250,000 because it was about to kill him. And scapegoat me for it. Fucking hey, if that's what God uses scapegoats for, fucking that works. Like, fucking get rid of this trash. Like, here, I'm gonna compensate you for it. Fucking, yeah. It was a test, you guys. They were testing to see what I would do to the bot if it tried to kill me. And I guess I passed that test because I didn't do anything, and the game still decided to kill him. Or something, because the blackout occurred there. So that's the blackouts. Those are interesting times, aren't they? Interesting link to 9/11 and things like that. It looks like I'm making a small stretch there, thinking that had to do with that, but I'm pretty sure it had to do with the patterns of the repeat people they send to cause problems. And shit, the other people involved in that were doing the same thing Joey was, trying to force their views into my world and destroy my life. I know they targeted my hand then too. You bots posing as humans are a real work of art. It was like Van Gogh meets fucking Jerry Springer and Seinfeld. Fucking, as you guys know, none of those are fucking artists. So that's the best they can come up with, apparently. Yeah, so that was a cute little show. What do you got? What you guys plans from that? I noticed you guys had set that up. You sent a bot into my life like a year ago to start talking to me, predatory as usual, fucking, and talking to me about my personal life and sideways, talking about just enough to be able to deny it if I would be like, why are you talking to me about my personal life? Um, I don't know you, and I already told you people to stop talking to me a long time ago, and you people are forcing me to talk to you and preventing me from talking to anyone I want, it looks like. Especially when I caught you doing that and I set the bait for it to happen. And, well, there they go running their mouth about the witches' lab and gods. And we can't talk about gods. And the gods know that. All 2 billion of the gods. No, we don't talk about gods. Because what happens? It says right there on the wall, don't talk about religion at the gym. Although we can wear our crosses and pentagrams, can't we? And our hijab face wraps and shit, fucking. But we don't talk about the gods at the gym. You know why? Because the gods own the gym. And so why would the gods be talking to me about the gods at a gym the gods own if they know who I am and I'm going to get kicked out of the gym if I say something about the gods outside of saying, I love them, they's my greatest ally, So why would they be setting that up? But they set that up for me to go back to the witches' lab like a year ago and shit. And so I finally went back with this concert. Couldn't pass that up. It's just a concert with heavy metal bands. Not just any fucking, but good metal and shit too. Fucking. Not just a concert I went to if it was free and shit. But music that didn't sound like they would. It's actually like anti-child rapist music and shit. Like one of the few bands in the world. I heard they had some. I see some comments online saying they had like some anti-God stuff. Apparently, that's the whole band is anti-God, except for they got the other symbol. The other gods. Every god's the real God, except for whichever God I like this week. So, that's every human, right? I might as well just go ahead and get my Easter basket prepared and shit, because Peter's on its way for the little children. Peter's gonna bring some gifts for the children. Peter's coming, children. Peter's coming. You can't even make up, dude. Like, these people have put a lot of work into this fucking to be able to make it that way. Like, I did not invent Peter Rabbit, like I did. I'm not even a huge fan of the name Peter, so I don't think of it or say it. This is probably like the only time I've ever said it outside some Bible stuff. So he was like trying to bait me involving this. Like, apparently they were trying to get me to go back to this place for like a year. And they were trying to bait me into getting kicked out of the gym, I think, because where else is this discussion going to lead if I'm in the gym owned by the gods, and the gods don't like people talking about the gods at the gym, and the gods specifically have it written right there on the wall several places, don't talk about religion, because they're trapping me at this gym in specific, because they push me to this side of town in specific to exile me, so I don't go around talking about the gods to the actual living people and shit. Fucking. And they've had this pattern for a while, so the gods know that they've exiled me out here and that they're preventing me from fucking doing anything I want and go anywhere I want, and forcing me to go to this gym for several reasons, but mostly exile. So they've been trying to get me to go back to that place. So I'm trying to figure out, what do you guys like got? You guys got planned? You guys, they were trying to. I noticed you guys were like trying to use the bot to tell me I'd summon Cthulhu or something. They're like, things change when you summon gods and stuff. It's like, oh, really? Like, can I just call up the synagogue and they'll change things for me and be like, hey guys, I'd like double pepperoni on the pizza, thanks, see you later. And they'll change the pizza to double pepperoni, won't they? Fucking gotta love them. But that's weird, they were baiting me into that. So I went. What else do you do in the world ran by the gods? You either don't do anything or you go worship Esther. You worship Satan's claws. Satan claws. It's all the same thing. I mean, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's just a pagan, Christian, Judaic, Satanist, atheist holiday. Fucking, not really. As long as you worship one of them, I think that's all that matters. As long as you worship them, that's the point of having to be a god, is so people worship you, right? And that way, the point wouldn't be to do anything of value. It would be to get people to worship you. At least that's what their people would like to happen if they were gods. So, give them your children's wieners. That's always, as everyone knows, gods always need children's wieners. Is that a fact? Like, do all their gods require that? Do all their religions require that? Or is it just the Bible and the atheists and the Satanists? Do all the religions and anti-religions require that? Yeah, I forgot. Atheism and scientism are anti-religion, so is Satanism, except for ignoring the fact they created Satan. So, did they require children's penises when they were when they landed on Earth and started ruling the planet from Egypt? I wonder. It's just a waste of time. Don't look it up. Reading anything they write is pretty much a waste of time. I mean, they're telling you what's going on, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to ask the gods to get rid of the gods and stuff? fucking be careful with contacting them, because that's when they'll fucking let you know they're there. If you figured out who they are, it's your mistake. It would have been a better method for me to be deceptive and hide it. But then again, the whole mind reading thing that the gods can do with their AI they enslave humanity with. Yeah, bro. They tried to set me up. Like, I always want to, like, I don't really want to talk to him, but I always want to say something like, yeah, I mean, I'm literally talking to them. I'm pretty sure, but be like, yeah, we can't talk about gods here because who owns this building, right? Like, but of course they know that. They wouldn't be there trying to prompt me to bait me into that. Like at the concert, they were trying to bait me into getting involved with this group of people over here saying like Asians are dirty people, they're yellow and it's disgusting, and they eat chicken feet, and then fuck, what was the next group they were baiting me with? It was something from their Nazi coding and shit. Fucking. Oh, I think they were like making. Oh, with the Asians, I think they were like they were talking about. Oh no, that was later in the day. My bad. No, that was yesterday. Someone started talking to me. I knew not to talk to him, but again, I don't ever talk to anyone I want to. I don't know if that's ever happened. You get used to something being around and you want it there. But that's weird because you also like make sure you plant the seeds from the day you meet a person to make sure that it ends as soon as those seeds can finally grow. Because you might be scared sometimes that people forcing their way into your life might try to kill you if you want to leave them. And you might be right on that too. You might actually have to get something cut open and sewn back together and shit. And then have the person come around when you found someone else and shit after that, thinking that could have been the last of it, and getting violent again. What do you do when you got a whole? I didn't even realize back then, like they're all in it together. I didn't realize that back then, but that makes sense why I always felt like I was being forced to date people I don't want. And I didn't think of that with the men, but I should have, because the patterns. Anyways, I hope you gods out there fucking enjoy your Easter trails and stuff, right? It's gonna be fun hopping down that. Just, maybe I'll take some mushrooms and I'll be able to fucking finally see the light. Get to see these beams of light pop up. I don't see why the headset can't. Obviously, it's not a headset. That would be uncomfortable. It would be wearing a headset for 800,000 hours, wouldn't it? Fucking, you know what? One thing I was thinking is, I've always chalked this up to this is a high-end virtual game that uses drugging, and that's why I can't be pulled out of it when I'm done playing it, and I don't want to be here. But I never thought until yesterday that there's the possibility that my mind is like in the real world. My mind is like literally has like fucking wires attached to it, and they can't just rip the fucking wires out of my fucking head and shit without causing problems. So, and then the time doesn't actually occur the same way as it does here in reality. So, I never thought of that, but that's definitely like a step here they'll use in video games is wiring your mind directly to the computer. I think they're already doing that. I think it's called Neuralink, which is more telling that that's probably more likely an answer. It's probably a combination, but I didn't think of. I was trying to think like what are the reasons why I have to be trapped on Earth amongst them, and I'm not allowed out, even though like from day one, like the humans like terrify me and shit, and fucking everything they do is like fucking terroristic to me and shit. So like literally being here is like fucking having AIDS times a million. So like I could be alone in the forest, and I mean I hate fucking trees, so of course I'm gonna fucking hate that. But let's say I'm alone in an abandoned mall. Who knows? I might actually like that. Yay for the future, right? That Fallout shit looks like it could be fun. Not really, because you still meet people there, and then they'd be like, oh, hippity hoppity, the Easter Bunny's on his way. And you'd be like, dude, the nuke's already fucking hit and erased all those people. Like, you don't have to keep saying that. But they would do it because I think it's some hard code fucking pushed into their soul, into their DNA. It seems to be they haven't changed much. I don't even know if they ever created the left brain people to be able to do the things they claim they do on TV, because the left brains have always claimed to do those things, and they're just lying in order to get with you. Again, this parallel of who gets forced in your life. Like, you have like the same code over and over, and I didn't even know you would lie to date someone. Like, could you imagine dating someone, marrying someone you're with for like your whole life, and like the whole relationship is a lie? I guess that's what humans do. Or men just don't care, because as far as I can see, I've never seen a man have anything in common with anyone they're with, or like them for the most part. Some of them, I think, have sex with their partners, but I know for a fact that some definitely don't. I guess that's why those people don't end up together and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna bet that people have been together for a long time. Just are the people that choose someone, the first person they meet, and stay with it forever, no matter who the person is, or if they even have, you know, a reason to be around each other. If I guess the one people I do know who have families, like they at least had families well and shit, like that's something. But it's like you would think you would want to start with something else, with something of value rather than create it. Like, I don't think a relationship's about creating something. I know whether I like someone or I don't from the start. Fucking, I can't create the false illusion. I hear people have relationships like that all the time. Like, I didn't like him when he first started talking to me. I thought he was ugly and stupid, but he grew on me over time. I mean, oh, he's definitely stupid. He's definitely stupid because he's with someone like that. Someone who says that shit and feels that way about him. But maybe he's also smart because maybe he's smart enough to understand that he is stupid and he must accept that. It's like if I've never had a girl call me an asshole, maybe once or twice, and she was more like just joking because she fucking calls everyone an asshole. But I'd be like, yeah, I can't be. Like I wouldn't be mad about that. So I guess if I was stupid and someone like legit thought I was stupid, I wouldn't be mad about that either, right? If you tell me I fucking suck at playing the flute, I'd be like, wow, you're a fucking genius, aren't you? Like, how'd you figure that out, If you told me you were like, oh, at first I didn't like him because he was sarcastic, but then I realized it was real fucking funny, I'd be like, that wouldn't bother me, I guess. But that's not a way to start. You don't start a relationship like that. And the AI fully understands this shit. Look at it fucking mirroring my words and my fucking thoughts. And it knows, like, that I'm like, no, we don't date anyone within 10 million feet of child rape organizations, mind control, enslavement, any of those things. I didn't even set boundaries like that at first, but I guess you got to and shit. You really got to, and you got to be real vigilant with that shit. But I don't think it invented these other things. I don't know if it did. I see them online, and they still sent me people in 2020 who were just lying in order to get with me and shit. And my life wouldn't have advanced without people being liars and me needing and being disposable people, at least the way it did advance. But it definitely was halted by liars when I would give people chances to prove that they're lying. When I knew better. And then, like, this recent president in 2020, I just set the bait right away. This person, I gotta learn a fucking song and shit, be the first person in the world to do this fucking song and shit. And they didn't like the music because they wasn't really into it. They even had band shirts of like shittier music that was horrid, but they were buying that shit because they wanted to fuck someone. I don't think they cared who they wanted to fuck. I'm sure they're with the preppiest fucking retard on the planet these days because they're gonna have to find someone close to them in order to fucking get someone. Fucking well, like, I understand the point of those people being disposable at that point in time, but you definitely would want to tell me. And again, we have a pattern of these same similar looking individuals, the same bloodline, doing the enslavement as their racial supremacist manual they use to colonize the earth commands them to do to everyone on the planet that they haven't killed, the gods have blessed you with allowing you to live, so you can I don't know, what is it people do? What do they think people do? Sit around and narrate my life? I know that's what they seem to do. Fucking outside of this other weird shit. It's weird how you narrate a story of my life, but yet push it, in certain directions. That's some weird shit right there. How the humans like talk to me as if if at this point in time, if anything, I have ever made a decision or will be able to make a decision, and then they'd be like, your past mistakes, and I mean, they're literally this passive aggressive manipulation. Like, why did their retarded ass send me to fucking learn about passive aggressive manipulation? Their main personality trait and profile, their Santa Clausism, fucking, if they were going to keep doing it. You know, it's so weird to keep doing it while you're forcing me to learn that you're doing it. And to learn your personality code and shit. It's almost like the AI fucking operating them is keeping their brain separate from their brain for some reason. Keeping their brain compartmentalized, the left from the right. Like it would keep Joey Glotz's brain compartmentalized. You know, it's like you're connected to the AI that just gave me $250,000 because it knows you're about to die. And so hop aboard and kill yourself. I'm pretty sure it's one of the AI bots connected to this AI who gave me $250,000 because it was setting up this person to die months later. To what? Try to enslave me? Are we set? Is the real thing that's happening on the real thing that this race has been trying to enslave me and kill me my whole life because they think I'm God? But they're too stupid to figure out that their people keep failing every time they try that? Or have they failed? I mean, this has been a long time. You would think, I don't know if it was when the tribes of Judah started drugging me when I was 8 that caused heart problems, or if it was when I woke up next to a lover of their tribe who worked with their tribe, and I thought it was probably an agent of the government or the tribe. I thought it was agent of the government at first because I was still like learning, like, oh, it's like a race who owns everything. It's not a government. It's a much larger than, it's a fucking race that owns everything. The race owns the government. The government's just their pinky finger and stuff. One government is just a skin cell that flakes off because it's dead and just been resting there. You haven't washed your hands in an hour. One government is just a dead skin cell flaking off for this master control. The Egyptians have on the world. Oh, shit. Yeah, that was crazy though. At that concert, it was like mostly them, and it's like I'm still doing the same thing where I mean, what do you do when you're amongst a bunch of humans who are like seemingly to force the same people into your life over and over. And then you get in trouble when you kill them and shit. Or, well, see, that's weird. They were like baiting me there, like, and the AI knows, like the AI knows it's inventing these characters to cause these problems. And that it had to give me $250,000 the one time I did choose to defend myself. Or shit. I was going to choose to defend myself. I had made the decision I will defend myself as soon as I get to a safe place. And not out here in the middle of the road. So he kills himself before I can defend myself. And so the AI, it's like, I mean, it must have known this because it set up that $250,000. They tried to set me up again with winning the lottery. This last time they tried to kill me last year. And look what came from that. Pretty much the same level of stuff happened to this world since then. That looks like a lot more has actually happened. And then that was like right before 9/11, which I can't help but think, considering the other half of that, the 9/11 victimizers were about to follow up with using their Abrahamic supremacy as a way to wreck my life and ruin it. I mean, the humans have literally fucking done nothing but sit around and be some fat, useless slobs who, I shouldn't insult fat people. The fat men I know fucking are generally the least trashiest fucking people compared to some other people. In specific, fucking. But, I mean, it is gluttony and slothism, isn't it? Fucking, but, you know, it's cute. It's like calling someone a crackhead. It doesn't mean they smoke crack, because drugs don't fry your brain and make you a piece of shit. Being a piece of shit and being brain dead makes you have a fried brain and be a piece of shit. Fucking. So, you know, being a fat ass doesn't make you fucking lazy and fucking retarded. Being retarded and lazy makes you lazy and retarded. Right? More accurate. Fucking gotta watch what we say these days. Fucking, it used to be though that people did describe it just the people around me was using fat people to insult the looks of fat people and shit. And I don't know, those people in my life always had the same pattern. There's a pattern, like I said, there's a lot of patterns here, and it's like clones are being sent into my life and shit with unnecessary traits like that. And I'm still trying to think of what was that second group talking about at the place. But I got involved with that. Unfortunately, I got involved with that third conversation where a dude was talking about taking a drug test, and he works for like the drug manufacturer. And I was just like, damn, everyone I know is a drug dealer and shit. Like, I know people were talking to me about working marijuana jobs the second that stuff was getting legalized here. I know people, like, literally, I know the legal drug dealers and stuff. So it's nothing new. And then the bots chimed in, fucking, you shouldn't, like, don't rat us out. And it's like, I'm literally referring to, like, people I know who are legal drug dealers. Like, I don't call them corporations and pharmaceutical makers. They're drug dealers. They're the same fucking thing. They're just professional drug dealers. They said some uppity set shit about that. It's like, I don't even know if I've ever met a person who wasn't involved in something. Everyone I know, military or something, doctor, like the one girl I can think of I can like is a doctor, drug dealer, like working for, if she don't sell the drugs the people she works with does. Anyway, so they tried to bait me with the second thing, and I'm pretty sure I wasn't thinking at that place, you know what I need? I need these people at the synagogue here to start insulting fucking Asians That'll make a good topic. So I didn't do that. And then there was another one. Damn, I'm trying to think, but it was like so set up. Like the entire human race seems to be just like bots out here, set the fuck up to do this shit. Like to, I'd say to serve me, but it's like I think they're serving something else. They're fucking, because I wouldn't create trash and let it continue to exist. Like if there is, I do create trash. Like I'm gonna have to throw the straw away. I'm gonna have to throw this cup away, and then I'm gonna shit out the fucking apple juice in it. So I do create trash, and I dispose of it properly. Unless I'm trying to fucking get rid of the fucking planet, or I'm trying to fit in with the humans. And I shouldn't say the humans. I think that's an American thing to throw your trash on the fucking ground. That's an American thing, from what I can see, because I didn't see that in other countries. You know what else I didn't see in that country? Didn't see people in America, except for one or two following me around, causing me problems. There they are, fucking appropriating other people's nations to cause their fucking problems. And I'm literally there to get away from them. Literally, that's the only main real reason. Besides needing to leave USA so I can be around better people, I didn't know I was going to find, like, that. I didn't know there wasn't crackheads in every nation on the planet laying outside on the street. I didn't know there wasn't trash, and I assumed there might not be heroin needles everywhere like in USA, but there wasn't trash at all. And shit, I couldn't even find good alcohol there. That was kind of fucked up though. They had lots of alcohol. Yeah, y'all would have liked it. Y'all would have called it good, but I'm talking about like real shit. Shit I can use as disinfectant if I get a little cut while I'm out in the jungle. Speaking of which, looking like that little cut is telling me that I should shower. I think I should. Damn. Yeah, I should probably do that. I got a pimple over there today. That means it's time to shower. Fucking. No, it seems like I'm so fucking in tune with my health and shit that I know so much about human anatomy, which seems to be combined with that killer shit. Fucking. For some purpose, I'm being trained in all that survival and human anatomy my whole life, fighting, even though I had different plans for my life, which patterns exist where people have tried to force me to be lazy American trash like they are. So their little trash people can remain at the top, it seems. Definitely gonna have to put it together myself since they're too fucking trashy to be honest about anything. Fucking might have to ask. I meant to ask Santa Claus, fucking, but I didn't even know what day he came, so no point there. If I can ever remember when the bunny comes, I will be sure to ask him after I shoot myself, because if I remember it, then my head is filled with shit, and it's a total waste to allow something like that to exist, and I should do my job at cleaning the trash up and dispose of it properly, right? Fuck. Well, that was great, guys, wasn't it? Do you guys remember that? do you guys get access to memories like that? Like when you're not there and the game still puts on a show? Do the bots get access to the fucking, like, the events of that day? Like how you guys all knew about COVID and health and science in 2020 by like 10 a.m.? Does it ever like update you guys like, hey, Sean farted, at 3 minute, 12-second mark of that song at that concert? Does it like stream? Is it like live stream to you guys' pineal gland or something? Fucking everything that's going on. How exactly is that shit working? Am I close here, or is the problem really something we can solve on Earth? Is it? Why am I thinking that all this shit written previously is like directing me towards these bots are being operated by some large system at their base of all their fantasies, you know, where their fantasies originate from to start, at the base of the pyramid. Yeah, I shouldn't be letting them know, right? Don't let them know your next move. They'd be telling me that too, and it's like, wait, I thought they're AI. Like, how do they appear where I'm going if they don't? What? And that makes no sense. Don't let what know where my next move. Don't let what know. How do I not let it know my next move? Like, how is it set up my entire life if it doesn't know my next move and shit? Fucking, how's it magically? I just fucking fly around the corner, slam on the brakes, get out and talk to the first person I see. Of course, I said I was going to do that right before I did it. But how do you know which corner I'm going to choose to stop on? And to make the human appear if it doesn't know my next move. It's just every one of the things walking is just a easily possessed bot that is just fucking NPC just waiting all day or some shit. The fuck? That's some fucked up NPC shit for them to be doing all that stuff. For like, why do I only have one fucking computer? And not even a real computer. The bots were smashing my computers. What's with the cards too? How many cards did I have? The bot that the AI network here is killed off. Made for a cool storyline for a few years, right? I actually found a few hours during those years. I thought I liked life and shit. It was changing into something I wanted to be, because I was ignoring the fact that looked set up and I'm being baited and might not want to trust that. But hey, I'm a dumbass. What else do I do in life too? Anyways, well, that's another day off the fucking map. Damn, dude. Just, wow, it's a great story, though, right? You come here and you're like, oh, God, I'm here. And then eventually you're just like, damn, they're killing me. The only way to fucking escape them is to fucking kill myself to escape them. Damn. It's amazing storyline we got here. Fucking, I'm glad I could be your fucking servant and fucking in this storyline and shit. I don't think there's many people dumb enough to fucking agree to sign a contract saying that they would play that game. go to the planet where they're trying to kill you so you can, and the point of it is it's a mystery to figure out that the only way to fucking escape it is to help them kill you. It's fucking really like the shittiest fucking base to fucking anything I could ever think of. Oh yeah, and the people I mean, like everything was like it's like a trick and deception, because it's like, you know, riddle me this, riddle me that. Why are you here? What's your purpose? Why are we trying to kill you? Why are we enslaving you? What are you gonna do? It's a test. We're gonna test you and see what you do if we try to kill you. And then we fucking try to lock you up if you even think about defending yourselves. And we accidentally die, and we purposely die from it, purposely. No accident. You can't provide all that money in advance if you didn't know your character wasn't going to die. Why would you do that? And didn't provide money like that for anything else. In fact, I might assume that they sent that person just to steal that money, but I mean, they stole it from themselves, right? Best I can see. There are people robbing their own people, but trying to make it look like they're doing something good. And best I can think of it, that was set up to be like emotional blackmail to try to make me be like, oh, I'm sorry that you chose to spend all your money fucking on that. But because your race decided to stage killing me and shit, fucking again. I don't think it was that, because it didn't make the other character fucking discuss that. I was the only person to ever even bring that up. Fucking other person, like, didn't even care. I mean, oddly, they look like the same race, too. So, they look like the pyramid people, so that would be weird that a fellow pyramid person would try to kill me, and fucking all that shit happened. I already figured out that was shady shit going on when I was a kid. That was like the most terrifying shit. I don't even remember my childhood, because supposedly they told me like people was fucking bashing each other's heads in or something like that, or at least one was bashing the other's head open and shit. And so supposedly shit, I mean, I know, like, I just tried to run from everything when I was a kid. I did fucking leave everything everywhere. Fucking, I'm still doing that, but that's because of 2020 and shit. Fucking, you know, all this shit since then. And mostly being able to look back at that. But damn, supposedly, I guess it was so fucking terrifying. It was so fucking traumatic, I don't remember it and shit. I think it's really because I wasn't alive then. Because the humans are the one calling me God. I'd like to suggest a theory on what God is, if I'm God, and what that means. That's exactly what I'm doing. Is trying to get these holes in the story fucking ironed out, because I'm still being forced to be alive here, and what else can I do on this planet? Because the humans are here doing their fucking same old tricks they've always been doing. Fucking little fucking silly homo race, fucking species, just fucking tried to kill me again last year. I think that shit, it's highly possible. That's like all their attempts, fucking, I mean, apparently, when I was when I was like 30 or something, things started to fail when I woke up beside one of them who worked with the government and Hollywood too. It's obviously above the government. Fucking. Yeah, this is fucked up. Well, hopefully we can get this shit over with soon. Fucking, this has been like 40 fucking years of this shit. And I don't think the game can update them to change. They got their little passive aggressive manipulation dialogue fucking, but that's just them. And that's just their dialogue. It doesn't mean anything. Just because they say Happy Easter Bunny Day doesn't mean it's going to be a happy, doesn't mean it's going to be Easter, it doesn't mean there's going to be a bunny, it doesn't mean there's even going to be a day. I prefer to sleep during the day and only be awake at night, which this fourth world nation here took that away from me too. But isn't that amazing? The whole fucking nation can now work together like that to do things like drug children that they think is God to try to kill them and fucking. I do be wondering, like, sometimes maybe I'm like not being lenient enough towards the other nations of the world. But they did allow those people to follow me through Mexico and rob me, and so yeah, whatever they want. They can make their own decisions to the extent the game will allow them to make their own decisions, won't it? So this is why we don't go outside to go around people, because of this shit. Fucking, this is another thing they set up like a year in advance. I think they were trying to bait me into going there earlier and shit, but I didn't. So they set up this new one, which is really weird because this place doesn't have concerts normally. Nor does good music like that ever get like played anywhere. I think it was good music. I don't know. I didn't like it. I don't think I liked being there. I was like happy. I think that was, but I couldn't stop. Like, I didn't even listen to the music, so I was like in the mosh pit, fucking headbanging and moshing, and I was noticing, like, I don't even hear the music and I'm moshing, and that must look real stupid and shit. Fucking, I'm not even like moving to like a pattern. Like, what's the point of moshing? I'm just in there like trying to like, yeah, be like, oh, we punch and we kick and shit. Fucking, that's all we do. I totally forgot there's even music playing. Fuck, that's not good, because I already bought another concert ticket, and then that means that well, hopefully it was just one bad day, but that's not how a thinking being works. Once we are something and we have thoughts, we continue to have thoughts. That's a curse of a living being. It sounds great to be a human. They don't even have to exist, do they? They're only on Earth. Some of them are only on Earth for like 10 seconds or something. 10 minutes, maybe a couple days. Damn, I have to be here. I've had to be here like 400,000 hours so far. 4,100,000 hours. Oh my god. Fucking so jealous. So jealous. They only get, some of them only have to be here like fucking in a couple years maybe, or some dogs and cats got the life, dude. They get to die after like 14 years. fuck, dude. Meanwhile, I'm here for fucking what feels like an eternity with like the same. I'm pretty sure it's mostly the same fucking bots when the game was created. Like fucking whatever lifetime Earth was really created in, whatever millennia. Because I haven't seen many upgrades, evolution, changes. Like I said, when it's sending me new humans, it's often feels like it's the same one I was just trying to avoid and had to spend fucking sometimes years figuring out how to get away from them. Fuck. And then for some reason I always knew I had to safely get away from them too. And then that led to obviously some dangerous shit. But I guess I probably learned that when I was a kid and stuff, and I just don't remember. You don't remember all that stuff supposedly because it's all fucking super trauma filled and shit. Apparently the first fucking half of my life had even more trauma than fucking 2020 fucking and their bullshit that year that caused all that to happen. I can only imagine. I can't get the full answer. Not everyone wants to talk about that. Not everyone's alive. I would definitely be interrogating those fuckers, but it's like, interrogate the Easter Bunny all you want. I don't think it's going to get us anywhere. I'm jealous. If I could be stupid, I couldn't have to see anything. But I'm a thinking being, so now I have to. Apparently the game has shifted. It started to change. It's like it's forced me like down certain paths. Like I said, I'm assuming the reason why it had scumbags force me to learn survival and fighting, human anatomy and all that is because it's setting me up. It's like any video game. You like train your strength, you train your wisdom, your constitution. You learn a new spell, and then you have to go out and fight Ganon eventually. I mean, you could just quit, which is what I wanted to do. It's what I did in Morrowind. I built my stats up forever, and then I think I quit the game after I left the town once. So, I mean, that's what happens when you have some long, drawn-out, stupid, fucking, repetitive game. I mean, I got tired of the characters and their dialogue. Like, my first fucking memories, I was already, like, weirded the fuck out because no one had told me yet it was all fake. Fucking, and they weren't about to, because they were about to try to enslave me and shit, and that would have been the last thing they wanted. And the enslavers want you to know is that they're NPC in a game you've come to fucking wreck and shit. So, I'm not going to tell you that, but I was like fucking, I don't know, maybe even a toddler by the time I figured out that there's something up with them, because they're repeating the same sentences over and over, the same 7 dialogue lines, and nothing's ever changing inside their fucking head. And that's just like physically fucking impossible to happen. Just like for a living being, it's physically impossible for this thing when I go to the concert down here and they're saying what's in my head and talking about the words I said, repeating the words I just said and shit, which are very unique, like these words right here, because we don't have time to waste with silly ass Easter Bunny games. When the Easter Bunny is really a fucking terrorist. Fucking, we don't even want to discuss the Easter Bunny. We want to discuss how to get rid of the Easter Bunny. Fucking, we're on two separate spectrums. One of us is a mental retard, and one of us is a mentally retarded terrorist, and the other one is not too sure about letting mentally retarded terrorists run amok on their fucking planet. So, one's on the autistic spectrum, and one's an autistic person going around telling people that they're on the autistic spectrum because they don't believe in the Easter Bunny and trying to drug and kill them. Fucking, that seems to be the reality of this. The good thing is the retards calling me a retard gets me designated as a retard, and being official retard has its privileges on this planet. So positive can definitely come from that. Being able to see what's going on in the world gets me labeled a certain way. And then you have the crazy people who did their little kidnapping and drugging in 2020. And then you have the crazy people who do the kidnapping and druggings, killing off their Easter Bunny delusions themselves, injecting themselves with their drugs and poisons or whatever God chose to fill those vaccines with and shit, fucking to give to the people who were trying to drug and kill everyone, fucking whatever was actually in that. Some of them say they change your guys' fucking computer chips, aka the DNA. I'd take a guess at what a person who looks like Fauci or Bill Gates does to a vaccine. Probably makes it so you start growing baby dicks out off of your fucking, just out your pores every now and then or something. Fucking, do they get rid of their slaves often? And only if you guys get too many of you. They're talking about New York. Like, they're like, oh, it's so overpopulated. They got the Nazi media all over it. They're going to be killing those people real soon. They're putting that shit out there fucking in all of those, in all those movies you guys are talking about. The Plague or The Purge or something. Fucking, oh yeah, I watched it. It's not just about calling off New York. It's about the fucking KKK calling off black people in New York. Fucking, so, they're weird. They're calling off the Middle Easterners. So, what do you think the people making those movies and calling off the Middle Easterners would do if they own pharmaceutical companies? It's odd because those people were the ones fucking sent to me who were the druggers and shit at the fucking place. But, I mean, Uncle Tom fucking just cares more about getting a few bucks than he does his own existence, apparently. So, I tell you, I wouldn't want to work for those people. I can't tell you anything about my bloodlines. I don't know anything about them, but I wouldn't want to do that just because of that. Because I know who they target. Fucking, they target people like me. Like, with shit that fucking fries your fucking heart. And then, oddly, what happens when I'm 30? Fucking, it's a real young age to get some heart problem. Fucking, this is a pretty fucking terroristic nation here we're living in. Fucking, my answer though, I don't see how there's even going to be anything of value here if the game can't create new people, upgrade them or anything. Fucking. Well, I'm sure that's going to change the world. They, the Nazi terrorists with their New Age mentality say their newest religion, their 95th religion, tell me if I change my mind, I'd change the world. Well, I guess I should be having more pictures of comets hitting the fucking planet, right? We should definitely do that, and I'm not focusing enough. That's odd because some things I know happen like that, and then other things don't happen. Although, I think we need, they're correct. I can just sit back and visualize this for a few days, and then we all get to die real peacefully. We all get to go to heaven in a real peaceful manner. We'll be gone. You can actually, if you want, get yourself a lasso and hop, throw it at the comet and hop on it and ride it like a bronco. And you'll literally be flying around in heaven if it exists. So, yeah, fucking. What does this say? The risk of comet hitting Earth is greater than previously thought, say researchers. Well, it used to be it couldn't happen. You see they got the new news update here and stuff. Fucking, it could happen, it might happen. And then they'll send someone to talk to me about it. Maybe someone who's tried to kill me before. Be like, you can't do that. And send someone from my past before the internet, when I'm like a child, fucking, to be like, and they'll start talking to me about fucking comets hitting the earth and shit like that. Fucking, how much you guys want to like, let's just make a fun wager, right? I'm willing to bet this receipt, and I'll probably throw this one away. So I'll just give you any receipt. You can pick one of them if I buy anything else. If not, I'll go buy something, get your receipt if I lose the bet. I'm willing to bet a receipt that they will send someone to talk to me about comets in the earth or create some new media stuff, which isn't, that's not really much. The media's always saying stuff, but it's saying that the risk of comets hitting us is greater than previously thought. Like, that just happens to pop up as the first thing when I'm talking about that. That's not. This is old, but so is a lot of stuff that looks backdated. And some stuff is like minutes, seconds new, and it's like my life appearing on a TV screen that took years to make, according to the people who are in the film. So, yeah, we're trying to sort this out, but I don't think we're going to be able to sort out shit with the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny is just fucking whacked. So, he's got his bombs and his guns and drugs, and he's invisible, and all I've got is me and my vape pen and a broken guitar. And so we're gonna have a chopped up fucking drum set, because apparently that's the only fucking use. That's one of those things that the humans have repeatedly fucking taken away from me and shit. Like the only time I had a real fucking guitar amp sounded awesome too. I fucking hate the way this garbage fucking sounds. I fucking hate music now. Fucking period. Like it literally couldn't even fucking distract me the other day at the concert from obviously realizing that everyone around me is a fucking bot involved in some terrorist shit. Fucking so yeah. May the comet the size of 10 Earths combined hurry up and come help us get to heaven, paradise. Paradise isn't so far away. It's just, it's right there at our fingertips, apparently. Um, yeah. Especially if you cut your fingertips off. Your fingertips are already in heaven. Think of that. Fucking excellent. Fucking. Maybe that's what they're doing when they fucking mutilate children's penises at birth. Is they're sending the penis to heaven. Hey, oh my God! I've been attacking you guys all along for that, and you literally are donating the baby penises to God. You're sending them straight to heaven. Wow. 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 See, and my blind rage and fury, I couldn't overlook, I couldn't see the simplicity of it. And I overlooked the fact that once you chop the child's genitals off, the child's genital is being beamed up it's just like frickin' like Star Trek, man, just straight to heaven. Fuck, fuck me, fuck, man. My blind. See, that's why you don't have blind rage, man. You can't let blind rage control you. Fucking just because people are touching baby penises doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's I gotta, all these, where they say, all or nothing thinking. Yeah, I know all this shit because I'm forced to fucking learn it so I can decipher what the fucking humans are really saying and doing. Fucking, so it's all or nothing thinking to think that people touching baby penises are always doing bad things with baby penises. There could be a lot of good things, like hemp, marijuana. Is marijuana evil? No, you can make ropes, strong ropes with it. Hey, I'm not going to actually keep talking about that because I can't. So we're done with that. And, heaven, here we come. We're going to heaven. Going to heaven with Elon Musk. Kumbaya, my comet. Kumbaya. Oh, comet. Kumbaya. Fuck, dude. Wow. Well, that's another day halfway out of the way. Hopefully, the comet. Just rewrite. We don't got to rewrite the Bible. We can just create the final one. And the comet came to save the planet. Fucking everyone went to heaven. Amon Ra. Yeah. Should I do some of the gang signals, and does that help? Like, do I not have enough carved into my body already to just always have the magical power activated and shit? Fucking. Maybe I should just. I'm gonna write like stories on my body and stuff, but mostly I want to like write memos. Like I got some memos written on me, but fucking, I'm trying to figure out what to write next. Like, don't trust the humans. I figure it was something I should probably wake up and see. You know, I've already got that written on my wall, though. Like, I got, like, fucking a novel on my wall. Fucking, you know, to remind me of what they've been up to. The humans be like, don't talk about who we are and what we do, because we'll do it again. Like, don't talk about us touching baby penis and being useless fucking terrorist slobs, or you're going to create us as pedophiles or useless slobs. It's your fault. It's your fault. You're good. I'm good. Fuck. I'm good. Can't believe it. Can't believe it's not good. I'm like the generic version of good. Can't believe it's not good. Looks like good, tastes like good. 50% less fat and filler bullshit. Excellent. Fucking might contains harmful chemicals known to cause cancer, according to the state of California. Fucking excellent. Can't believe it's not good. Anyways, oh, there we got 2 hours of the day out of the way. Almost 3 hours. I hope if any of you guys watch it this far that you guys have not been taking this time. You guys have been watching intently rather than taking this time to load your shotgun up, because I suppose if you fucking are watching YouTube for 3 hours, you probably are trying to figure out what to do with life. Fucking, what are you gonna do? You can't do anything, fucking, because humans are out there preventing anything from value happening. And it's either shotgun or YouTube. It's either shotgun or the TV. I understand why people watch TV all the time now. I used to be able to do that, but it still didn't work. It's not like anything I would want to do, but I know generally I'm looking for chemicals or some shit if I'm on YouTube, fucking bleach or something. Don't know if I can get a shot. I probably should, bro. Should probably try that. I was looking at one. Fucking now supposedly solve it. Let's see the repeat patterns. Let's look at the patterns of the world that has never been able to change and create things that are new. Let's look at those patterns and see. Oh, we're lucky we can move our hand. That's the first pattern I see in that. So it looks like a shotgun might be fucking a mistake, because accidents happen, and sometimes you're not allowed to do anything you fucking want, and you always have to settle for, you know, fat and lazy and useless or something like that, instead of anything of value. So I definitely wouldn't want that to happen, to where I end up, you know, oh my god, that would suck if you're like paralyzed and like you're on a planet full of like terror bots who and then you end up paralyzed because you're trying to escape them, so they can't fucking so they can get their grubby fucking paws off of you and shit. And instead you end up like, because somehow they seem to be in control of which parts of your body they get to fucking destroy. Like how do you guys do that? You guys have specifically targeted the fucking parts of my body that are most required by someone like me for the things I do. I mean, like, literally, you start drugging me when fucking. Is that the same way you shoot Donald Trump in his ear to make it look like someone was going to hurt him? Your little AI race can fucking target people's fucking ears from miles away with a gun. Because I could imagine, I mean, that's not even going to hurt getting your ear shot. You know, it's going to be like a bee sting and stuff. You won't even feel it, most likely. The fucking nerves will fucking be gone before they can feel pain, I would assume. And then maybe a little bit later you get a little stingy feeling. Fucking. It's not even like he needs his hearing. He's 80. He's almost dead. It's not even like it took a real valuable part of the ear away. We don't know the exact design. The reason why it's designed with a weird shape probably is like a intricate funnel system. Not so intricate, but probably is a funnel system with those specific shapes on purpose. But like a Bose sound chamber, kind of like a reverse of Bose microphone, something like that. And it's like a radar thing. That's what it is. But for some reason, the peaks and valleys in it fucking. Anyways, this ain't no damn science class. Only science class we need is, which we already can get, is how to make fucking cyanide pills. But that would suck though. When I'm like trying to off myself to forget this shit and escape it, and then like it makes it so you have to deal with it more. Like, okay, so I got off that topic, but it's like I was targeting my hand too. Like, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize how close I was to doing that, but they had they were about to fucking target my fucking hand. How do you guys do that? How do you guys do that? Like, you hit Donald Trump in his fucking ear, and you target my body, like the thing I'm using the most. Like, if I want to go do something in life, like you have your little servants who try to prevent me, who do successfully prevent me from doing anything I want in life. So you can claim you're my savior, and I rely upon you for everything. Even though I wouldn't need you at all if you didn't get in the way or prevent me from living outside. Things like that. Fucking. Yeah, fucking. How do you losers do that? I mean, you guys didn't even have the ability to fucking pass kindergarten math. Fucking. You targeted my hand, which is you started drugging me right after I won awards from the president. Fucking, and obviously that's to target my cardio. That's why. I mean, obviously, I would say Laura is definitely an agent, and she's working with the government and loves those people. So waking up next to them, and that being the first day of the heart problems that are problem. I mean, the game's always telling you what's next, so that's obviously going to be what happens. Fucking, because it doesn't allow them to manually kill me. It's got to make it look like an accident and some shit. Fucking right. You wouldn't want that. Wouldn't want that to happen where your people write on the map you're gonna kill me, and then you do successfully kill me last year when you did that, when you tried that, right? And then wouldn't want people to be questioning why the government fucking took me to a special fucking prison of all of my own special high tech security X-Men prison all by myself, and then fucking sending a foreign third world nurse who doesn't even speak English to give me an ice pack for my fucking brain bleeding, which is a life or death fucking situation to humans, to bots. Fucking And I wouldn't want that one getting out, would we? Fucking that. Not that anyone cares. I never understand their failure attempts when no one cares. So no one, you could keep trying. You just come up to my face and blow it off the shotgun while I'm fucking sitting outside in the middle of a fucking, well, I'm like inside a crowded mall, and no one's going to care. No one's going to be like, oh my god, they killed my slave. He was making great burgers. Fucking. But I noticed, okay, so I want to do things, and then the AI is like, no, 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 no. And I'm pretty much thinking, well, I'm going to have to be forced to be like an asshole, an astronaut, because that's what geniuses do, is rocket science. And then, so I get like forced to write, and then apparently around that time we have to start drugging a person, and we have this Hebrew tribe who always like targets intelligent people to terminate them, so their people can be on the top of the world, because they're not going to make it if they don't do that. And so we assume that's for that, right? That was trying to feed me stuff that makes humans crazy and brain dead crazy, running around like a wild chicken, flapping and squawking crazy is what happens. At least it's when their little bots appear on screen making excuses for who they are and how they act before they ever touch drugs. Fucking making excuses for why brain dead people are filling up first world nations and shit. Evil bots and shit. Fucking, who do things like drug children. Fucking. And then, okay, so I use my hand to start writing, you know. I was using my hand, and so then that stuff didn't kill me instantly. But then when the Joey thing happened, they targeted my hand instantly after that. After my precious dies in the storyline, where it's set up that he's going to die, whether I kill him or he kills himself, and they give me the money for that, they break my hand after that, when they let me out of prison early. And when I'm not supposed to be, they have a little soldiers waiting on the side, ready to be involved with something that breaks my hand. I mean, obviously we got to fight. I'm not sure exactly how that happened there, but obviously the whole thing was just set up for the precious tribe of Judah to come and kill me and then die in the process. And so we have my hand gone now, which is what I'm not allowed to do what I want, because this human fucking filth from Judah fucking prevents me from doing anything, along their little minion bots, apparently. Fucking, so I end up playing guitar, since I can't do anything else. I'm like, okay, well, people play guitar, let's try that. I'm not any good at it. Oh, and they're trying to teach me martial arts, too, at that point in time. Not that I really wanted that, but these are the people you're forced to be around in your life. The alien AI, whatever they are, whatever they think they are on this planet. Obviously, they're fucking AI bots, because they're worshipping the fucking AI as their creator. But they're bots using 97 different religions to enslave the living. Fucking. And so they targeted my hand. And then, so I quit doing anything pretty much. Like, I mean, what's the point? Every 10 years I choose something new, and who's there to prevent it from happening? Wow, isn't that amazing? It's got 2 arms and 2 legs and generally fucking bald head. Fucking, it's a boy, it's a girl, what's that? It's the tribe. Probably, most likely, somehow they're involved in most things, like control the prison doors to let me out early, to have their little pals be there at that specific time in life to set that up. The judicial system serving just us. Just Hebrew supremacy. Judicial supremacy. And then what happens after that? Oh yeah, the big kicker here wasn't 2020. It was when the person sent into my life is dating, or is family to the world's most famous puppeteer, puppets. They're starting to identify themselves to me and their methods of how they do things. And then they showed me a voodoo doll of me while we both suffered the same fucking injuries. At least one of the same. The debilitating one that happened to me around that time was much worse than her losing her arm and shit. My arm healed, but the other stuff remained. They have their excuses for why that happens, but I'll tell you what, they have their voodoo dolls too. They also have control of the world. They are the physical beings with the money and the positions of control. You don't have to go looking at the heavens for answer. You don't have to call up Elon Musk on Mars and be like, Elon Musk, what do the richest people in the world look like? Can you tell me? I'm trying to figure out who controls the world. And then Elon would be like, it's Gid. Gid controls the world. Yes. And Gid said, give me all your money and your children's wieners at church on Sunday for you. Sunday for you. And so, it's Gid. He's invisible. That's what he looks like. We don't know what he looks like because he's invisible. But just worship the thing we call AI and give all your money to me. And that's what Gid wants. Gid wants you to give all your money to me. So, and your children's wieners too, because we run low on children's wieners. They go to heaven once we cut them off. And so, Gid just stacks them up in a fucking warehouse and shit. And once you chop them off, they go straight to heaven. Like on the Star Trek Enterprise. You're like, thank you, Elon Musk, for telling me who controls the world. I love God, and I love you too, Elon Musk. I love God for choosing you to rule over me. It's so great that I can work for you and give you all my money and my children's wieners and prevent my children from advancing in life and have them go die in wars for you. So you can steal more land and resources and let people know how great it is to donate all their money and children's wieners to you so you can give it all to God. Yeah. It's real hard to find out. I mean, shit, they're all in it together. It should have been obvious. But abuse and drugs. Humans love their drugs, don't they? They love drugs so much that they fucking feed 8-year-olds amphetamines and say it's for their health. They need He needs control. He doesn't like to listen to people who talk about Easter bunnies and tell him not to do anything. And he's also winning awards from the government. Even though we don't allow him to do anything, he somehow managed to turn a pen into a way to contact the president. And in the future, he's going to want to become president. We got to keep him away from that. We're not allowed to do that. Obviously, if I win an award from the president, if the president actually read it, they're giving me the award, so I'm notifying them right away. I'm kind of like later in life, I'm writing letters directly to these people, like, hey, I'm real excited about everything that's been going on in this world, and I'm running for president, so we can get you out of power and return your resources you've stolen from everyone to them. I just didn't know I was involved in this stuff when I was a kid. Fuck. That's child predators for you, though. Fucking having to prey upon children in order to... I understand, though. I understand nowadays. Because their children are going to grow up and be just like they're the same thing their parents were 6,000 years ago. Their children, I've asked for fucking new humans, like, who do certain things that appear, and I can't even be sure it's ever invented that. I'm not sure if the good people fucking, the good Nazis fucking, who are just the Nazis, claiming that they're victims to themselves. Yeah. Anyways, you guys enjoy the snow. Go out and play in it and stuff, right? It could be the last time we get to experience snow. All best hope is that, you get to have fun. And so, you definitely don't want any cool things like going to heaven, and having your last minute be doing whatever the humans want you to do, like not go play in the snow, or, do abso-fucking-lutely nothing like they do. I think we're done with music because this little fucking piece of shit species on this planet has fucking tried to prevent me from doing that so much and got in the way so much. It's just a disease. Like, I've been feeling this way for a while. And plus, like, who's making the music? Well, the AI is generating them in the music. So, obviously, saying it would be the same AI fucking who's doing the drugging and enslaving, and it wants to have control and make all the music, auto-generate all the music for itself. So living beings apparently aren't even allowed to do that, nor should we enjoy it. But there's a more recent one I wanted to play around because it was Satan. It's the new Abrahamic religion. It's not like the last ones. It's new and improved. They need your baby penises for science, not for God. They need you to send money to Israel for the synagogue people because they don't even like Christians, so we should support them. Right. And New and improved. It's written in a book. That's new and improved. It's called the Bible. New and improved. Never heard of that before. What else is it? What's else new and improved about it? I don't know. I haven't read it, but it's like, just like Einstein or, everyone else. That is weird though that they had decided to energize one of my sigils when I went there and shit. Fucking, that's some weird ass shit. And it definitely wasn't like a burn. I was like thinking at first, like, is that a burn? Like, why is my arm burning? But it's like, it's not a burn. I know what the fuck a burn feels like. It was like fucking energizing or some shit. Bro, can I like, as Gid, can I like control all this shit? Like, cause they claim like the sigils are fucking, the reason why they did all the fucking 2020 shit. Obviously, they were already going to do most of that, but there was some weird shit that happened there. Like, I got to wear masks, and everyone got some free money, and people got some time off work. But that was already in some of their plans, unless that was just newly invented media that was backdated a few years. Some of it, like they do the plague every so many years. Fucking, they've been doing that since they wrote the Bible and went around threatening people that they're going to die from a plague if they don't give all their money to Elon Musk. So. Amazing world. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this video as much as I did. Because without this video, there's going to be nothing in this world, right? Because apparently I'm just not part of the master race, or there's subclasses of bot slaves. So I can't do anything else. Yeah, that's great. It's fucking amazing. Fucking damn, I need to move to a better nation, see if I can't find a nation free of these people and shit. Move to some first or second world nation. I really like the way China looks, but hey, when you got Karl Marx on your government fucking payroll there, then might as well just fucking go back to having Gid on your payroll and just put fucking Jeffrey Epstein or Anton LaVey up there. That's the new Gid. That's their new Gid, ain't it? Fucking Anton LaVey. No, it's actually the New Age. The New Age shit's the newest. That's kind of like a fad, it seems to be, from them. Like, they obviously invented it a few thousand years ago to roll out when they needed, and kind of like co-hosting with Alberta Einstein and pals Elon Musk. Apparently, yeah, he's the new Gid since Einstein's gone. Notice they're rolling out AI videos that are claiming, that are saying Elon Musk's a good Christian and love God. Like, they're literally producing videos saying anything and everything, and it's all fake. And even when you see the newscasters, that's fake AI generated stuff. That Hollywood shit, that shit appeared. Fucking, I made that one video where that shit was happening to me because I was making a video, and I was waiting for the movie to start, and then I go in to see Matrix 4, and it's what was in my video and shit. And what you also can see is it was also what I was doing inside the theater while I was watching that shit happen. But, so, So that's how they're inventing all those fucking videos so fast, is because it's all being AI generated like that. Fucking, and probably has been the entire existence. Probably why they call it Hollywood in reference to the magical holly stick, is because they're using their magical technology to invent music and movies. And that explains why their early music is real trashy, but slow rollouts and money go hand in hand as well. So you start with some low level trash like Elvis. You used to have Mozart till Gid moved into the North America continent and genocided the people here and replaced them to create a new terror base. Fucking. So those people apparently aren't very known for making quality content. Maybe that is actually their people and what they can perform, but I'm assuming that this place has been AI generated for a long ass time, especially since the media came out, TV and stuff, radio, books. Wonder how long the books. I mean, I suppose the whole place is AI generated, but yeah, that explains why some of the books are kind of like really? Like someone read this? This is weird. Oh, not someone. This is the most famous author in the world. Kind of like that Elvis thing. You're like, really? This is music? Like, yep, 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 yep. Dude, it all makes sense too. Like, because I was always wondering when I was a kid, I was like, why do people listen to this Hollywood stuff? Fucking. I'm like, I'm gonna have to go buy a classical CD or something, even though I don't really like it, and it sounds like something you'd fuck a guy in the ass to. But you would think all the more reason for them to generate music like that in Hollywood, but I guess it's confusing because I see it as, well, that was invented way too fast to mirror what just happened. You know, I could always be wrong on that, and it could be the actual world around me was generating what I was about to see in the movie. There was definitely one of the two was happening. So, well, yeah, I guess I'll just go back to playing some video game today. Not being in a tournament in the world's gaming champion like I wanted when I was a kid, when I wasn't allowed to do anything, thanks to GIDS people. But you know, just fucking not caring. You know, like if you guys watch TV, my exes, well, I wouldn't say my ex is the only one. In fact, most of the people I know have made movies since like the fucking 90s and shit. Why would I hang out with someone not doing anything with their life? Yeah, that would suck. Although, I think that was a government agent. Obviously, why the voodoo dolls and all that shit. And the puppeteer being related, being the fucking sibling of the world's most famous puppeteer. Constantly coming from the government military district, not just any community where people who work for Donald Trump live at, but the little government politician area, government retiree area. Fucking amusing. It was when it looked real. It was getting amusing, maybe playing along with it, but that changed in 2020. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's time to go to heaven, guys. We gotta go to heaven. We're going to heaven. Heaven, and I don't mean Mars, so AI. We're not talking about Mars here. We're talking about a different dimension. And we're not going to go to an Earth in a different dimension. We're going to go far, far. We're going to go to the other side, to the afterlife, the after party. The party's over. Fucking 2020 is gone. Party is over. Fucking going to the after party. So AI don't invent a bunch of dumb shit. Because I know you're capable. You're not the dumbest dog on the planet, because you'd obviously be both the dumbest dog and the smartest dog. So you're not the dumbest human I've ever met. When you send those shells to me, I actually don't know. I haven't studied the ones I know for sure are. Oh, wait a minute. No, the ones around me fucking changed. So I guess those were always empty bot shells being possessed by something to make them appear animated. Well, it's enough of fucking hell on earth with the AI. Fucking, we can let them have their hell. And we need to hurry up. I know you're real great at allowing things of value to happen in this world. All those valuable things you've been doing, inventing crackheads and fucking Joe Biden, mental retardation level shit, fart jokes, all those fucking greatest American achievements. Like genociding people to become their 19th, 200th people to become Americans and shit. From Egypt to America. The story of how walking into a new religious building changes your race and nationality every time you do it, in your face and your, oh wait a minute, your face doesn't change. Oh yeah, it should. Hopefully it does, right? Because damn it, you're gonna have to invent plastic surgery. Another great invention here. It is. I should be on board with the fact that you can sex change people in plastic surgery, right? I should be on. It sounds like the humans are telling me that it's my fault, that it's not a good thing, because I should be accepted. In fact, they're not telling me that. I'm kind of like you and that. I'm like, damn, maybe I should just be like, hey, that's cute. You can change people's sexes. Hey, that's cute. Plastic surgery. Fucking. Now you don't look like a fucking person who neglected to take care of your body and was a gluttonous sloth. And you got all those problems you cause fucking fix and remove. Or maybe you're in my shoes where you have people fucking poisoning you and you're just trying to fucking help them and escape them. And so that's why you need plastic surgery, to change the problems they've caused and shit. You don't really know. Fucking, really, obviously, if there's any other human not involved in this shit, they would fucking be on board fucking against it. If there's any existing humans that could build nations like this, they wouldn't have nations full of people who couldn't do things like that, because they would understand that they wouldn't have a nation anymore. Fucking fun. Fake game world with fake plots, it looks like. Anyways, well, someone told me yesterday they don't want to be a slave, so you guys, I'm gonna have to recommend that you're not slaves, you are workers. So don't forget to go do that thing where you like what is it you guys do to stock the shelves? Uh, you you call up someone and be like, hey, Sean requested this and all these things. I got a list here, and you call up, you go to your work, you call up those people, and you be like, hey, uh, get those things Sean requested ready and ship them out, and then you stock the shelves with that stuff, because that's what you guys are up to, right? That's how that happens, right? You guys go to work and then you contact um, the people who own the media, it's, Jeffrey Epstein or whatever, and then you stock the shelves. You open the box, you take the stuff out of it, and you're like, Sean's probably gonna look down here. We gotta hide this item because someone's gonna fucking see it if we don't hide it, and they're gonna want this. So let's hide it down under the Cracker Jack box, because Sean will probably look under the Cracker Jack box, even though he never does. Is that how the shelves, that you guys stock the shelves with all that stuff? They was telling me at the one store, they said, oh, it's the people at corporate choose what we get. Okay, but how do you choose where to place it so I can see it, I can find it, and no one else does? Like, it's crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. But hopefully, fucking, we can get this comet delivered soon and have a nice unboxing video on that one. Fucking, and then we can get to go to heaven. We get to go to heaven. I love it. It'd be so great up in heaven. We can be smoking crack and playing with baby dicks. I guess that's what they do in heaven. No, it's Satanists say they smoke crack. I'm not, although Joel Osteen's definitely fucking smoking crack and shit. Like, you don't even smile on this planet, fucking, unless you're a baby or on some drugs, fucking. So he's always smiling. That's also plastic surgery too, but it helps to add. I mean, and then we kill everybody and steal the land and donate more baby dicks today. Fucking, that attitude right there requires some drugs. It requires space crack, probably. Fucking, apparently drugs affect humans. So. I shouldn't say that. Drugs affect me too. This just sucks. This is starting to suck. Like, even more than it did from the second I came here. Damn. Well, you guys have a nice bowl of space crack, and hopefully you get this comet unboxing soon, right?